Awesome. All right, well, here we are with Val from Living Eyes and from Punch, play drums. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes with Below the Scene readers from around the world. Really appreciate your time.
No problem.
Awesome, man. So Living Eyes, we'll start with Living Eyes. Living Eyes has a new 11-song full-length coming out on Death Wish Records. It's entitled Who Will Remain. When did you guys start the writing and recording process for this record?
I would say we've been kind of writing it over the past year, and Living Eyes is kind of a band that we play whenever we have time. Like everyone in that band is super busy,
Sure.
and somehow we managed to be able to practice almost every Thursday, and so I think originally the idea was that we were going to write a 7-inch.
Okay.
And then Brian Stern had a bunch of, he's the bass player, he had a bunch of songs, and so we, when I was home in between other tours that I was doing, a couple of months ago, we decided to record all the rest of those songs and combine them into one 12-inch, so it was actually recorded into different recording sessions, but we recorded it the exact same way, so it sounds really good.
Very cool. And where did you guys actually do the physical recordings? Did you do it all at one studio?
Yeah, it was all recorded at the Atomic Garden, Jack Shirley.
Okay. Cool.
He records a lot of the bands that play in Punch, a lot of our records.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, I know that you guys had mentioned that this is one of the more cohesive efforts that you guys have done. Was there anything that you guys did differently, like when approaching the process, as opposed to your 7-inch that came out prior to this release? With anything that saw you step out of your comfort range at all?
Not really. I mean, nothing was really different about the writing process, other than after the first 7-inch, we're sort of honing in on our sound still. Because early on when we were playing shows, we only had about 8 songs, and now at this point we have almost 20 songs.
Okay.
So I think all the songs kind of became anchored towards a certain sound, and so I think that this 12-inch sort of reflects more what we're trying to sound like.
Okay. Very cool. Awesome. So your lineup kind of reads like the who's who of Northern Cali hardcore. You guys shared members and have had band members do stints with Look Back and Laugh, California Love, Ceremony, Talk Is Poison, to name just a few. Who was the catalyst that kind of got these members together to form Living Eyes? Who kind of got the ball rolling?
Oh, it was really like a combination of factors. For me, it was sort of revolving around Toast, who played in Ceremony. He knew Brian Stern, and they had always been talking about doing a band together. And he had separately been talking to his friend RJ about doing a band. And then several years ago, I know who Toast was, and one day we sort of ran into each other at the grocery store.
Right.
Yeah, we lived right around the corner from each other, and he was kind of like, "Hey, you're the guy from Punch." I was like, "Yeah, you're Toast from the band that I like."
Right on.
And he was like, "We should play some music together," and it actually didn't happen for a while. And when it finally did, he introduced me to Brian and RJ. It's great.
Awesome. Very cool. So, do you guys foresee Living Eyes becoming a primary focus of the members at this stage in the game, or is this something that you just try and work in when you have time, as you were saying?
I would really like to do a lot more with Living Eyes. It's hard. I feel like right now it's sort of me that's holding the band back, which is kind of crazy because between all of us, everyone in the band except for me is married and runs a business and is just super busy all the time, and somehow it's actually my schedule that is preventing us from playing as much as I would like to. But yeah, I would really like to play more with you guys and to do more tours and have it be more focused for sure.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, I know a lot of the prior bands that the members have been in, like Look Back and Laugh, California Love specifically, have very political kind of themes to the lyrics, and it's kind of I wouldn't call them necessarily political bands, but there's definitely political commentary within the lyrics. So what are some of the focuses of this new LP? Are there any motifs that you see repeating throughout the LP, or is each song kind of function as its own entity?
You kind of have to talk to RJ a little bit more about that. He and Brian write the lyrics, but I would say a lot of the lyrical content lot of songs seems to be like about, you know, kind of an anti-war message.
Sure.
But there's obviously a lot more. So.
Right on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously you have this LP that just came out on Death Wish. What else do you guys have going on as we head into 2013? Are you looking to set up any more tours, any, you know, more one-off releases in the works, anything like that?
We have plans right now to we set a song one side from that recording session for Comp.
Okay.
It's gonna be a bunch of Bay Area kind of like hardcore, sort of thrashy type of bands. So that should come out in 2013. I think pretty much every other band is recorded for it, just hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
And I would like to do more tours. Yeah, just whatever we can.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, rad. So as we said earlier in the interview, obviously you also play drums in Punch. So we're gonna ask you a few questions about Punch, if that's all right.
Yeah.
All right.